want to continue down that pathing completely. You still have Alpha semi nearby, but you're going to see Chronicle rejoin towards that B site and maybe work their way back through. But a bit of a standoff, really, of who moves first. And, of course, Heretics will have to eventually get towards that A site. Benji trying to lock down towards that mini room. Boaster's already cleared him. That's the, well, I mean, the wall was already triggered, but that's all that post-plant utility potentially removed. Any of that pressure he could have had. They're really cornered in on this site, Mike.
Yeah, and full control of the flank as well, with Alpha kind of hanging around here. You see the pings coming through towards Woot's position. MiniBoo almost has to find something here. Actually caught in the seas, but able to duck away to the bottom of rope.
That's lovely. That's lovely. Trying to face this smoke to get... Oh! RieNs more than faces it. Finds Chronicle inside it. Do they still expect kaajak? We're going to need some pressure to come in through tree or through CT. Something to turn the eyes away here, because Heretics are pretty happy. They're not feeling pressured. Finally, the punch has come back in, but RieNs is on a tear here. He might be the one to have to stand and deliver all by himself, but the time has gone. And I think crashies knows that. Beautiful attempt, but just too late.
Respect to it. A little bit of utility invested here. kaajac's going to allow safe passage, but actually finds MiniBoo.
Hey, that's the tip of the spear gone, and MiniBoo's been good for it normally. He'll get you a 1 at least, but Woot hindered on the way across so far. Trying to slip ahead. He's made it towards this, and he's got the spike. So if he gets a little too lost in this, ooh, that could be an issue. Now, Boaster going to be challenged, is running low on bullets, down to about 8, so has to back away, pop the smoke up, get the reload, and hopefully buy a pause here, because Woot would love to just dip back to the pack, get away from this. It's a little bit too much on the plate for him. Maybe looking at other options now.
A really weird pause, but Heretic have actually found themselves a little bit of space to work with now. B site wide open for the taking. Yes, from the previous series as well, we're asking the same question, testing the B site retake. Good.
But he's got a corner to play into. Nice from him. Boaster could spam that out for all he likes, but Woot somehow...
The setup for B site going.
Oh, look at the pace here. Look at this. Right off the rip. MiniBoo in, taking space. Does get put down to 25 HP, though. So, yes, he's in the back lines, but he's fragile here. Woot's been denied over towards A, so they're losing out on presence. But this pathing from MiniBoo is curious. Rather than sitting safe on CT or backing away, he might have the flank of the century.
They're not expecting this at all.
They have no idea about this. Does he pull the trigger on the first? He does. Spots out 2 more. He doesn't need to do too much. He's got teammates to bank on, and they're there for him. Heretics finding the smallest of margins to operate from. RieNs up against Alpha.
Only one actually got a little high-low set up here, and it delivers.
Yeah, that's gorgeous. Alpha the only one remaining alive, but that's fine. Job done. Spike spotted. Effective trading in, leaving them just with 2. Yeah, Benji's got ult. Boo one away, but I mean, the biggest part is really the paranoia, but the off angle just so much better.
An exchange of ultimates at least. Well, MiniBoo's actually going to get a second shot at this.
Trying to play him in. Drone's gone in. Oh, you can see what they were trying to do. He does actually catch Chronicle, but there's still kaajak standing. Can't get past both of them, but Boo's broken through over towards trees. So the fight back kicks in by the door. FNATIC.
TP will come through. On the other side of things, actually it's Boo deep now behind enemy lines.
And Bo's trying to get a bit cheeky here, trying to play off the wall, going to catch one, punishes Woot on the cross through towards tree, but they still have sight control. crashies nearby with the C still in hand. Plant's going to come in though. Nothing to deny that here. We've got a late lurk as well from Benji coming into play, but that's a while off yet. So these 3 on the site, Mike, have their work cut out. They've got a lot to handle.
And actually, the Rolling Thunder is going to stall a little bit of time and actually force them deeper in towards the waiting hands. And Benji finally pins it down. crashies will fall.
Yeah, that got dicey. MiniBoo, though, trying to get involved here and gets denied. He's actually got Boaster in that. I didn't... Okay, baffling to me, but fair play. 3v3 now, and they've got problems on the back line, so they try and fight forward. Benji goes down, removes that pressure. Now, time is of the essence. Time to go, RieNs. How much can you do?
What?
I mean, where are you meant to go here? It's a gamble.
He's going to get detained.
He can't do anything about it, and the knife's on the way. Chronicle.
The time's already passed, though.
We
see Heretics so cautious in terms of the... Oh, that's not very cautious.
Oh, that feels awful. After all those compliments, he dies like that, but kaajak trying to hold on to the side here. Should take away MiniBoo and slow this down, but he has to respect the ult that came in from Benji. So backs away safely, waits for support, and they'll have to play retake now.
Launching thorns.
A man to the good call at 2 with RieNs down at 14 HP. Still looking for something with the operator. Benji up close and personal will get punished. Now a 4v2.
Yeah, this gets tough. 10 seconds still for Wu to even have those salvos online. He kind of needs to play the site. Maybe a little bit unexpected here, but he couldn't convert onto the second, so only one to be had, leaving RieNs with 14 HP and not much to say about the matter. No util to stall, no health to play around. A solid attempt here, but crashies
nail the response.
And again, here we go. Another attempt to set up MiniBoo, to set him into motion here. And once again, someone falls, someone fails. It's MiniBoo and Boo, both going down in a blink of an eye. FNATIC are so well equipped in this game. Heretics, it's rare to see them hit this sort of hard margin where they just can't seem to adjust through. This is brilliant to witness. Now they're going to invest the ult, though. Try and give them some pathing in. Give them a bit of safety to work with. Maybe secure them the plant at the least.
Certainly doesn't feel comfortable though in a 3v5. 2 Guardians and a Stinger. To make something from nothing here. Alpha giving the operator 20 HP on him, so expect him to play this one a little slower. Or not, Benji's going to be rewarded here. No. Identified immediately. The spam comes through, not connecting though. But the fault line in return could be interesting.
Nice try, but it's down on just the salvos. They've got so many bodies that they can put to this that I don't know what. I mean, it's a nice try.
Formation on the back of that peak.
What a strange little round we're having here. The paranoia to break through with the Tejo salvos. Heretics with a little bit of a set play in mind. Both tries to make a bold attempt, but Woot's having none of it. He flies in. Yeah, this has been. Again, a masterclass from Heretics.
Yeah. Heretics very well positioned to deal with that pressure once it finally comes through. There's actually almost a stack of utility invested in here. Yeah, Boaster desperate to try and convert for Heretics.
Oh, the timing. Oh, hold on. Boo's gone down. Is that Bulldog? Which side of the door did that fall on? I guess in front at this point.
Yeah,
so
it should be in front, yeah.
That's a lovely little upgrade if they
respond to that opening pick. What can crashies do with this rifle, though?
2 seconds on the horn, but he wants that corner. He wants to try and play to this. Clearing through blue room. Certainly indicative of this B pivot now coming in.
Yeah, a
play.
ton of information, though, with that aftershock being invested.
Yeah, still got a little bit of kit here. Paranoia still in play too. Benji's got to respect this. FNATIC looking hungry, trying gap close on one of them. Any missteps, Heretics are in trouble, so they've got to be really careful about this. And again, crashies is your danger man. He's got a lot of work in front of him, though, if they want to make something happen with this. Send the C's down towards the connector side, and they try and play together as a pack. Try and stay together, and it looks like they're going to try and frag out together as crashies does take away MiniBoo, and Benji's being held back. And kaajak going to set him up. Just trade me, trade me. He doesn't even need to trade. They've lost down the site, though. A good reaction from Heretics to try and fight this back. Halfway achieved. crashies has done so well here. And I've got to say, FNATIC has done so well here. There's the horn, sat in the back pocket. It is just perfect. I am absolutely in love with what we're seeing here today.
The engagement towards rubble. Showstopper invested, though.
Well,
and MiniBoo, yeah, caught with his pants down.
That's how you deal with MiniBoo, I guess. Cleared within, still above a minute 15. And Alpha's punished Boo at the same time.
The money in the bin, effectively, for Heretics. Benji not in a position to really stop this.
Destroyed.
The information will be there. Can you find a kill or two on the backstab? At least one.
Yeah, nice from Benji. Still very paranoid about that very long-term eventual flank that is coming in. Chronicle slowly but surely getting there. He's going to have to bank on the rest of the boys to find some impact. Yeah, Boaster going down does change things here. Bonk. Yeah. Okay, so they know there is a player behind them. Does this then spur them on towards the site? Because there'll always be a little bit of caution shown from Cron, right? You can't just run in there, but kaajak ready to receive. And now crashies is down low. It's not. Oh, Woot, you are an animal. What is going on with Woot right now? crashies. 13, not gonna happen. Won't bother.
I mean, problem being like crashies isn't there, kajak's not there, so they don't really have any util to fish this out.
Yeah, you love that. You love that if you're Boo, right? You've taken a risk, and it's rewarded. Heretics need a couple of those to open up the door to this game again. threading the needle. There's 3 players now. Try and make something out of nothing. We got a plant probably on the cards. No one's actively playing from Waterfall. Moot's not investing the ult for that, but they're going to go for the fight towards CT. Opting to try and isolate one. They don't get what they want, so they dip back away.
There.
And now, yeah, the drone being used just a little bit deeper. They're checking on FNATIC here. They're not letting them get aggressive.
Well heard it here. Bo3 has found one, but traded out. It's just left on kaajak and crashies now. A hope and a prayer inside the smoke. MiniBoo to find another. I guess the slower rounds are sometimes actually a beautiful setup here. It's only one though. To try and single somebody out.
Face your fear.
That's a big indicator for Boo now. And no paranoia here. Only a smoke to really slow things down. FNATIC will find a plant. 12 seconds left on the clock, so absolutely due. Oh, Boo though beheads Alpha, yeah.
See ya, Alpha. Even he's like, wait, how did this happen? So we're going to be down to the 4v3. kaajak playing a little bit further ahead, and he's going to go for it. Oh my god, that could have been huge.
Wow.
Oh,
Look at the damage done though.
HP. Yeah, C's on top. crashies hungry for it now. Oh my god, he was thinking about it. The time ticking, they got to move forward. Finds one, looks for a second, gets it. Control! Is there?
The retake's going to be tested once more.
Yeah, it's going to have kaajak on his own for a moment here, though. Turns the flash. You just can't flash zoomers like this, I swear to God. Oh my... I thought he had a follow-up there, but it's Boo and MiniBoo in quick concession. How? How did both of them just rack them up like that? Alpha...
Well, almost. I don't want to say... oh yeah, I was going to say hesitated, but...
You don't get that easy pivot here. And look at the space taken back. They're getting hurted. They've got no room to work with. They're going in somewhat blind towards this A site. Yeah, Benji is going to be considered, but it doesn't really stop him from being here. The paint shell going to go in. He's fine. It's very close. It's very tense, but on 15 seconds, that spike is not up. It's behind the wall. They've walked in late to this. FNATIC having to dig deep here. But RieNs doing the dance on the back of the site, and there's a problem. MiniBoo swings. Oh, and he's focusing the back lines.
A crazy conclusion to that round, but the clock ultimately being a huge factor here.
One enemy remains.
See on the replay. Yeah, that's ridiculous for MiniBoo.
Let's go!
Up to Heretics in prime position. Take this first map now. I don't know how Boaster's not taking a tag there, but the second, 15 HP.
Yeah, that's a good step. kaajak's ult, okay, 30 seconds now. Clearing through towards tree, but there's still store here. There's still that wall, so they can't approach through that left side. Benji pops the ult, cool. 20 seconds, Mike, they're leaving this so late.
Yeah, it's starting to get really awkward now. Showstopper completely shut down by Boo.
Love it.
Paranoia to slow things down. Yeah.
10 seconds left.
Look, you can do the TP. I don't know if you've
time?
got time.
Oh! No! It.
Oh, that's so sick. Cron, it's a formality.
Of FNATIC. Oh, hold that thought for the time being. kaajak. What? What? No way! Is this
Give
it to him! Give it to him! Give it to him! Start a map 2, right? We're talking about the confidence, the double duelist matchup. Oh, it's beautiful to watch back.
Magic. Absolute magic.
That's probably how you want your Yoru to start.
Up on over towards the A side of the map, and this silence, unchecked, unfazed so far. Both trying to get out of there. Does do so. Love this backfill from crashies as well. Someone needs to deal with the dart for him. They've done so. Smoke goes up towards heaven. They're starting to feel a bit labored here from Heretics. They're starting to be held to the door, but it still plays in crashies. Keep this in mind. They have no idea. It's a lazy check. A look, a glance towards it, but still Woot powers on. Clears sight until kaajak. Good trade for Boo, good spacing, but does he identify where Chronicle is? Oh, he certainly does now.
Smoke drops perfectly for Boo to spot him out.
Nice quick plant there.
Oh, it's awkward, really awkward, but Boo.
Wow.
All the way towards the other side of the map, and I think now FNATIC probably know what's up. Just one trip, but nobody in a position to punish on the back of it.
30 seconds left.
It's going to be wide open for the taking.
Yeah, plant in. Benji just slipping away. He was the last to evacuate from that A side, but just watching that flank, keeping a track on it. And it looks like a three-play re-push towards Garage as well, which could be a problem. You're looking at who's in there. Yeah, kaajak. He was on the deeper angle of it, just didn't expect it there, and RieNs left on 5 HP. He might be screwed. Yeah, they're going to see all of this one. Chronicle makes the light work of it, putting Benji the last one alive. And I think he was spotted earlier on, especially by crashies, now 100% aware of where he is. This would need something unbelievable.
To retreat initially.
No distractions.
Actually, yeah, Alpha.
Now he's got a real one.
Yeah. Oh, but actually, MiniBoo.
MiniBoo wins that? Because like we've been starting to see that clone work happening more and more, which is kind of sick, but I did not expect to see MiniBoo winning that 1v1 up against Alpha, but Boaster trying to pave the way back through. This is getting real topsy-turvy here.
Yeah,
Plant going to be
Benji's-
going in towards A.
I was just about to say Benji's lurk has actually opened a lot of space here. Ooh, got to be careful. kaajak does actually spot him on the cross back over.
Here.
Spike planted.
And actually does, yeah, on the second tap finds it. Woot will forward, now a 3v3.
They bring it back to a manageable scenario, but they got to get moving, right? You look at the time, you look at the positions. This is not going to be easy. RieNs trying to control towards long. His timing is
kaajak.
excellent. Catching kaajak just in between ideas. And now crashies trying to play in Boaster potentially. They talk about their 2v3s. This one is going to be hard. But Boaster tries to take the isolated fight, doesn't get it. RieNs is rewarded.
As deep as he is.
Guys, I need a little confidence here. And he's good with this. He's normally been pretty solid. I can't actually fault him for it. I've been doubting it in the past. But you can see how hard it is to implement this up against an ISOL shield coming in. You've got Heretics now running through the site. Just, again... And when you're Boaster and you've got that operator, you're probably already looking for a save here. What motivation
Going
do
out
you...
hunting. I think now probably realizing that, but Chronicle consolation at least. As I said in the previous, can afford to throw a few bodies on the line, but probably no more than that now. Okay.
Easy, Tiger.
This operator to be in the hands of Boaster and be on this side. Yeah,
I
we're
like
happy
that, though.
to. Yeah.
I liked what he was trying to do. Go for that secondary player, trying to ignore the shield, but you can't really ignore it in the hands of Woot. Already clearing out Alpha from the site. Down again here. Forcing the ult from both sides. Here we go. This is about to get chaotic.
A ton of information gathered on the side of both, and actually MiniBoo shut down by Chronicle.
Yeah, but Boaster's just been dropped by Benji, so kind of a back and forth there. kaajak tries to isolate one. It's not going to go well against Woot. Digs his heels in towards the back of the site. It's crashies trying to do anything here. Trailblaze his way forward. It's a valiant attempt, but it goes really only so far. Woot is really where this started and ended, it felt like. Cleared that corner well. Boaster found very little impact. A nice attempt, sure. But again, still able to hold this down. Clearing out Alpha, clearing out all of these kills. And Chronicle... once again, just left to rot, really.
Yeah, you gotta watch this one conclude. RieNs.
Not again, 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 not again. No, no.
Again. Again!
Oh man, Boaster, he's gonna be seething about that one. And Boo there even to get Alpha down. Even though kaajak got the kill on... oh, wow. Look at this advantage. 5v3 already. Sight under their control. FNATIC, yeah, they got a bit of support from CT, but it's shot through smokes, keeping them alive. That's what they can bank on, really. kaajak and Chron are gonna have to go above and beyond. What are you meant to do here? MiniBoo's already got this corner sorted. I don't know how you gap close past this.
Feels another one that FNATIC gonna force a save potentially. Been so many of these examples of how we see FNATIC perform previously.
Yeah.
No distractions.
Will throw it out, catches crashies,
Yeah, clean
and
with
wins
it.
out.
30 seconds
Yeah, he's
left.
doing his job here, Woot. kaajak tries to make a hero play through the smoke, and now
down
Boaster... not again.
There's Benji again as well.
And he gets his ult for a 2. Alpha and Chron in a 2v3. Good information, though, on the side of Heretics. So Alpha's shield going to be forced away. Back himself away here, as it's all on him. So much for him to try and achieve, to try and pry these 3 players out of position. Hard angles to clear this crossfire setup. Does catch at least form here. And what a message to send to do it on Haven if they can. Still an opportunity now. But look at the proactive approach here. I think crashies is aware of this. You look at his pathing. He's got to know something's going on.
The chance is MiniBoo on the other side. He will get immediately overwhelmed.
Don't let it go too far, do they? Instantaneous reaction. A lot of players spotted, though, on this flank, but it's a good idea. It's the right idea, but Alpha this time ready. Sheriff in hand and locked in. Boo. The timing this side on Chronicle's side. Boo goes down. And now the rest of the retake looks a little light here as Boaster going to be rewarded. Taking down his nemesis, Benji. And just one left alive really to handle is now MiniBoo. And there it is. Chronicle 1. Away we go. Shield gone. Oh my god, they got 2. One's fine, 2's outrageous. Woot's going to try and make a quick escape here. But they've held off the hit.
Yeah. And a man to the good as well. Walking into B late round. 20 seconds left. Luckily, nobody from Heretics on the other side of this.
Yeah, it does feel like just fortune is on their side, at least in this moment, because those corners feel so threatening. But the plant's going to come down. Boaster pops it into place.
10 seconds left.
Still a number disadvantage,
Spike
though.
planted.
So if Heretics can try and fashion something together to cause those problems, deny those trades, we'll see. Trying to maybe daisy chain those smokes in, but what a shot. With crashes falling, now they can't secure both sides. You can see the discomfort. Chronicle's gone down. How the hell is Boaster the last one alive as Boo sidesteps? They have to try and figure this one out.
There's going to be Boo to try and I guess slow things down. It actually does isolate kaajak. Crash is good for the trade. You see on the minimap, the rest of Heretics a million miles away from this.
First time we get to see this tested. And something I do want to credit as well is how good Heretics are at pressuring these kind of backlines. Even if they don't fully commit to it, they'll normally kind of break the backline pressure, force a player to look away, hit that quick rotate, which we're seeing here. It's wonderful to witness, but Crashy's position might be a checkmate on this. It is! Woot's been caught trying to play into the smoke. He's got them at least a man advantage, which is huge here. Alpha tries to focus in, but too many targets. How's Benji got 2? How's he got Crashies and Boaster there? Oh, dearie me, Benji.
Crashies immediately stripped away. It almost seems a little overzealous for Boo to commit to that.
One enemy.
But even then,
Enemy remaining.
FNATIC get the follow-up victory. 20 HP, I believe, so that's rough. Crash is going to try and find the opener here, but he actually will convert on the second blind, and kaajak doubles down.
Hey, look, FNATIC need a miracle. That might be the start of it. Plant could be coming up next, but now we are into a 5v3. And MiniBoo still got that outlaw. Great initially, not great in a retake. Brutal to try and bring it back through towards this site. This should not be a round that FNATIC ever lose. Even with the weaponry disadvantage in certain areas, this just should not go wrong.
Oh no, Benji!
Oh, Benji, you're nasty with it. Cron's got a swing.
Oh no!
No way! No! MiniBoo's gonna do something. Oh my god, no!
You can't. You can't.
It's done! Get me out of here! Someone help me! And Woot's just gonna do a dirty. kaajak goes down. That should. Heretics. I mean, they are elevating every step of the way, and it's a brutal beginning, back and forth until then. Boo tips the favor into their hands.
And me.
All gonna come in. Let's see if those stats still hold for Alpha. They could do with it right now. RieNs on the run, but Alpha does win. Bring it back to this 3v3, but MiniBoo in the backlines! Almost got all 3 of them. Putting it all in the hands of Chronicle now. He needs the 1v2.
Yeah, I'm not sure Boo, well, whether or not he could see it, but so the cage going to obscure his vision regardless. I think maybe just behind the wall.
Every access point he will know about. Here it is, the first signal. And they have no idea.